Namaste everyone, my name is Janina. I'm one of the yoga and meditation teachers on the Gold Coast, and today we're just going to do a nice about 20-minute floor flow. So we're going to be staying on the floor the whole time. I'm going to show you how you can do that. You can stay on the floor and still get a really nice complete yoga workout in for you. So we're just going to start off with some breathing and then we'll move into our practice. Starting with checking into your body. From day to day, our body will feel different. Just seeing how your body feels today. You can take note if any areas feel a bit more open and relaxed. Other parts of your body might be a bit more tense. You can inhale into any tense areas, and as you exhale, just consciously letting go. Letting go through your shoulders and your hips, your neck, your entire face. If you like, you can take a moment to set an intention for your practice. And also making a little note to yourself to try to stay as present in your practice as you can. The nature of the mind is that it's always wandering, so no need to fight with your mind. Just whenever you do notice your mind wandering, very gently bringing it back to your breath, back to your practice. And bringing your awareness to your breathing, becoming aware of the natural ebb and flow of your breath. Taking one hand to your abdomen, one hand up to your chest. Inhaling, expanding through your abdomen, your ribs, all the way up to your collarbones. And exhaling completely, and gently squeeze your abdomen back, emptying your lungs. Just gently deepening your breath, inhaling. And exhaling completely. Going with the rhythm of your breathing. Your inward breath bringing fresh prana or energy into your body. Your outward breath helping you to let go and relax. Couple more breaths. And relaxing your arms down. Try to keep that very nourishing deep breath going as we go through our practice today. So as I mentioned earlier, we will be on the floor for our practice. We will be on our knees quite a bit, so if you do have a hard time on your knees, you can bring a little fold into your mat and have your knees on that. Otherwise, if you've got a towel handy, you can always fold the towel long ways and have that on your mat for your knees. Also, just a reminder to not push yourself. Just moving comfortably with control. And if you ever feel any pain or strain in any pose, always feeling free to lighten up the pose a bit, or you can come out of it and rest. Just listening to your body, doing what's right for you. So we're going to start lying down. And just taking your Knees in the air, bending your elbows, having your hands up. Just gently rocking your hips from side to side, catching your legs in your hands. You can activate your abdomen slightly. This will help to protect your lower back. And coming back to center, keeping that abdomen active, bringing your arms down to your sides, and just making circles with your knees, as if you were drawing circles on the ceiling with your knees. Keeping your face, your neck, and your chest relaxed. And changing direction. And coming back to center. And just rolling to one side and helping yourself up to your hands and knees. Alrighty, so we're going to come our hands and knees, just stacking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. I'm going to start with some cat-cow. Inhaling, looking up, lifting through your tailbone and your collarbones. And exhaling, rounding through your spine, looking down to your mat. Do a couple more, inhaling. And exhaling, rounding. One more with your breath. And coming back to center, seeing where your hands are, and just bringing your hands about one hand length in front of where they were, tucking your toes under, and we're coming into downward dog. This is our first downward dog. Just have to move up a bit. First downward dog, so just keeping your knees bent. You can lengthen through your spine, spreading your fingers on your mat. And breathing in, bringing some of that weight forward. We're going to come into a plank position. If full plank is too much for you, you can always lower your knees for kneeling plank. Strong through your abdomen and your legs. And then lowering your knees to your mat, sitting back towards your heels, coming into child's pose. And keep flowing like this, breathing in, coming back onto your hands and knees. You have to slide your hands back a bit. Coming into cat-cow, breathing in, looking up, exhaling, rounding. Do one more. Coming back to center, adjusting your hands that tiny bit forward and coming into downward dog. And breathing in, coming forward into plank, strong through your entire body. Broadening through your shoulder blades and knees down, sitting back towards your heels in child's pose. And keep going, breathing in. Doing 2 cat-cows with your own breathing. Adjusting your hands forward and coming into downward dog, hips up towards the sky. Coming forward into plank, inhaling. And knees down. Back into child's pose, lengthening through your spine. And breathing in, coming up. We're going to change it a bit here. Going to come into our tiger balance. So just bringing your right arm forward and then your left leg back behind you. Nice and strong through your abdomen. And coming down, and we'll switch sides. This time your right leg back and your left arm forward. Strong from your fingertips to your toes. And down. You can recenter yourself. Adjust your hands forward a bit and coming into downward dog, lengthening through your spine. As you start to warm up, you can try pedaling your heels a little bit, opening up through the back of the legs, and inhaling into plank, and knees down into child's pose. Breathing in, coming up. You're gonna go into a dynamic tiger this time. So again, lifting right arm and your left leg, opposite arm and leg, then you're doing good. And as you exhale, bring your knee and your elbow in towards your body, rounding your spine. Couple more, inhaling up, and exhaling in. One more. Back to center, we'll do the other side. Exhaling in. One more. Back to center. Adjusting your hands forward and into downward dog. Into plank, inhaling nice and strong. And knees down into child's pose. Breathing in, coming up, back into our dynamic tiger. Opposite arm and legs up, and exhaling in. Do two more with your breath. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you round. And back to center. Do the other side. And back to center, shifting your hands that little bit forward and coming into downward dog. Inhaling into plank. You can always lower your knees if you have to. And then knees down into child's pose. Just going to do one more. Breathing in, back to center. We'll hold our tiger again, just holding your opposite arm and leg up. Nice and steady, strong through your whole body, and down. And opposite arm and leg again. And down. And adjusting your hands a little bit forward into downward dog. I'm going to come into plank and back up to downward dog a couple times. Inhaling, slowly coming forward to plank. And exhaling, slowly coming back into downward dog. I'll do two more. Slowly coming forward, inhaling. Exhaling, slowly back into downward dog. Just one more. I'm going to come into a stretch here. Inhaling, you can lift your right leg up. And exhaling, we're going to thread that knee through. So bringing that right knee to your right wrist. You can extend your left leg back behind you. You want to level your hips. And you'll have this inside foot. The closer you have your foot into your hips, the less intense the stretch will be in your glutes. And the more you inch that foot out to the opposite side of your mat, the stronger the stretch will be. So just adjusting your foot to where it's right for you. You can stay high up onto your hands, or if you like, you can try surrendering forward onto your forearms. Breathing here. Each time you exhale, trying to let go that little bit more. Inhaling, slowly coming back onto your hands. You can tuck your back toes under and step back into downward dog. You can pedal your heels a couple times, just Notice the difference now on your right and left side. And then we'll do the left side. So lifting that leg up, inhaling and exhaling, bringing that knee forward towards your left wrist, extending your right leg behind you. And again, adjusting that foot as you need to. Further out, more intense glute stretch, and in a little bit gentler. And when you're ready, you can stay up here nice and tall, or you can come onto your forearms. One thing you can also do is you can clasp your hands together, sticking your thumbs up, and just let your thumbs press in at the base of your forehead. Nice for reducing tension headaches. Remembering to breathe. And breathing in, bringing your hands flat on your mat. Slowly coming up. When you're ready, you can tuck that back foot under and come back into downward dog. It's our last downward dog, so you can pedal it out a little bit. And then you can lower your knees. You can sit back into child's pose. There's a few ways you can do child's pose. You can have your arms outstretched. You can have your arms down beside your body, rounding through your spine. And you can also just widen your knees a little bit and have your body come down closer to your mat. And breathing in, coming up. Going to come to lie down on the front of our body now. Just do some lower back strengthening here. Just bring your arms down beside your body and just gently activating through your legs. We're going to come into locust, so breathing in, lifting out through your head and your chest and also your legs. You can also lift through your arms a bit. Nice and strong through your legs. Breathing softly here. And exhaling down. If you like, you can rock your hips a little bit from side to side. And come up again. Breathing in and lifting up through your legs, your chest, and your hands. If you'd like to take it a little bit further, you can bring your arms out to the side or even in front of you like Superman. Otherwise, if that's too much for your back, just bringing your arms back to where it's comfortable. Remembering to breathe. And exhaling, coming down. Relaxing your breath. Again, you can rock your hips a little bit from side to side, letting go of any tension. And this time, bending your elbows so your hands are near your chest. I'm going to do some work in Cobra here. Tend to do a lot of Cobras in our practice, usually, especially if you do a lot of sun salutes. Nice to just do a bit of work in it so you can get a feel. And try inhaling, just lifting up through your chest, not pressing into your hands, not relying on them at all. Simply lifting what you can with the strength of your back. Exhaling down. Remembering to keep active through your legs. Again, inhaling, coming up, just using the strength of your back. And exhaling down. This time we're going to come up. You can push into your hands a bit and just come up that little bit higher if it's comfortable for you. Nice and open through your chest. And exhaling, slowly coming down with control. Relaxing your breath. And when you're ready, pushing up. We're going to come to sit on our mat. So you can sit with your legs crossed. If you have a hard time sitting with your legs crossed and you're a bit round through your back, you can try sitting on a cushion or a folded towel. I'm just going to start with some simple side bends and twists. Breathing and lifting your arms up over your head. Exhaling, dropping one hand to your mat, just folding over to the side. Both sitting bones should stay on your mat or your cushion. Inhaling back to center and exhaling over. And do one more on each side. Inhaling nice and tall. Exhaling, folding to the side. Going to do one more. Exhaling nice and open. Breathing in, coming back to center. We're going to do a twist this time. Taking your right hand across your body to your left knee, and then taking your left hand behind you. Nice and tall with your spine. Breathing in, coming back to center, lifting your arms up, getting some length in your back. We'll do the other side. Exhaling, this time left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Breathing in, coming back to center, lifting your arms up, and exhaling down. And just bringing the soles of your feet together in front of you. If you've got your feet in really close to your body, but you're hunched over, just try taking your feet out a little further away from your body so you can have a nice open chest. And you can hold on to your feet. You can also bring your hands behind you and use them to help you sit up nice and straight, help support you. Or if you're a bit more open in your hips, you can try folding forward from your hips, keeping your back straight. So if you are folding forward, think of it as you're leaning forward with your chest and not with your head. Otherwise, you tend to go like that. Breathing here. Each time you exhale, relaxing. Breathing in, coming up. And come back to cross your legs. Just sit here for a moment with your eyes closed. Noticing the difference in your body. Hopefully you're feeling more invigorated. You may even be able to feel some energy circulating in your palms. Going to finish our session off with some kirtan meditation. Kirtan is a beautiful singing meditation. We use sacred mantras. Perfect for ending. It's our simple, quick practice. Just infusing our practice with some spiritual comfort and happiness. It's nice and simple call and response meditation. First I will sing and then you will sing back to me. And the mantra we'll be using for our meditation is Gauranga. Nice and simple. Letting your mind simply rest in that sweet sound. Keeping your eyes closed for a moment. Just checking in with yourself to see how you feel now compared to how you were feeling earlier before we did our practice. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the class, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can see all of the daily classes going up. Thank you.